Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Syukri Zaili. I want to introduce my team members. First is a Nur Afiqah Syahirah. Second is a Nur Fatin Nabila. Third is a Intan Nur Natasha. We want to present about the Gamuda Berhad.
Hi, next I would like to tell you about background company of Gamuda Berhad. Gamuda Berhad is a regional engineering property infrastructure based in Malaysia. Established in 1976, it is one of the largest Malaysian infrastructure company construction of Klang Valley MRT lines, airport, highway, runway, tunnels. Suddenly, Gamuda operate in 9 countries: Malaysia, Taiwan, Singapore, Australia, UK, India, Vietnam, and Bahrain. Next, this is organization chart of Gamuda Berhad. The business organization chart of Gamuda Berhad start from board of director and headed office support. The reason why Gamuda Berhad have organization chart because it can show new employer the instant come on board and how they fit into the company. Using the organization chart, they can quickly learn who is who and who does what. However, board of director in Gamuda Berhad have chairman, group managing director, deputy group managing director, non-independent executive director, independent non-executive director, and alternate director. Next, board commit audit, nomination, and remuneration. Gamuda Berhad also have Gamuda Engineering and Gamuda Land.
Main activities. First, basic facility for all users and building construction. Like Gamuda company is famous for large-scale projects, especially in terms of transportation, because the company has successfully made a large project, such as the construction of the Klang Valley MRT, highway, and bridge, and other public works. Second is a building construction. Gamuda Berhad has also been successful in the construction, residential, house, and various buildings have been built by Gamuda Berhad, which they contribute to the development in Malaysia. Gamuda Berhad is also one of the leading companies in the property development, residential building, and can build advanced building. Gamuda is also quite famous for development projects including Gamuda, Cape, Harrison Hills, and Mansion. Next, the engineering and supervision. Gamuda Berhad is also provide engineering service and carries out the operation and maintenance of infrastructure projects. Gamuda company has an expertise in managing and solving problems in terms of the road transportation, such as tolls and rail system. Next, water and environment management. Gamuda company is one of the companies that is skilled in water treatment and environmental management. Gamuda Berhad play a very important role in providing and managing water supply in Malaysia, including the development and implementation of the water treatment plants project. Lastly, the Gamuda company is very famous in investment activities in various sectors such as real estate, telecommunications, and the manufacturing sector. This can also contribute to the growth and development of the Malaysian economy.
So next, we will be exploring the subsidiaries of Gamuda Berhad, which are key to its diverse operations both locally and internationally. These subsidiaries span various industries, including construction, property development, energy, and engineering. So locally incorporated subsidiaries include Gamuda Land, Gamuda Engineering and Gamuda Geo, Gamuda Water, Gamuda Tunnel Engineering, Gamuda Healthcare, Gamuda Industrial Building System, Gamuda M&E SRS Consortium, Gamuda Naim Engineering and Construction. So for overseas subsidiaries include Gamuda Land also, which are located in Vietnam. In Australia, Gamuda Engineering Pty Ltd, DT Infrastructure Pty Ltd, Gamuda Luxembourg, and Gamuda Mauritius, which internationally investment, while Gamuda Singapore expands its presence in Southeast Asia. Additionally, Gamuda WCT India brings expertise to India's infrastructure sector. So these subsidiaries reflect Gamuda's strategic expansion across various sectors globally, strengthening its position as a leader in engineering, construction, property development, and energy.
It gives me an honor to share Gamuda Berhad's outstanding achievement for 2024. This demonstrates the company's dedication to excellence, innovation, and sustainability. Let's talk about the 2024 Institutional Investor Award Asia. Gamuda Berhad received the Most Honoured Company in Malaysia. They also won the second place for Best CEO, recognising Datuk Lin Yun Ling's outstanding leadership, Best Investor Relation Professional, second place in ESG performance, and third place for overall Best Investor Relations and Best Asian Companies. Following that, Gamuda Berhad received the prestigious Company of the Year award at the H Billion Ringgit Club ceremony. It includes the highest growth in profit after tax over 3 years and Best Corporate Responsibility Initiative for Big Cap Companies. Gamuda was also awarded the Gold Award for Renewable Energy in the environmental category of the Star ESG Positive Impact Awards. Gamuda's dedication to ensuring employee safety first while delivering top-notch projects is proven by their remarkable achievement of 1 million safe man-hours. Afterwards, at the Autodesk Asian Innovation Awards, Gamuda won the title of Best In-Country Innovator of the Year for the Rasau Water Treatment Plant in Selangor. This highlights their ability to implement innovative digital technologies into infrastructure. Gamuda got recognized with the Overall Excellence Award at the National Corporate Governance and Sustainability Awards. Ultimately, Gamuda was finally named Future Enterprise of the Year at IDC Future Enterprise Awards 2024. Along with the Gamuda Tunnel Insight platform, they were also recognized with 3 special awards for digital innovation. Lastly, at the HR Excellence Awards, Gamuda received silver for excellence in women empowerment strategy.
Current ratio. Current ratio is very important to all the company to use because want to see our their performance starting years by years. Okay, from the graph you see, current ratio graph show the Gamuda Berhad from the 2021 to 2023 has an increase. Gamuda Berhad ratio started increase in 2023 and is a good of a range better than in 2021. In 2023, there was an increase of the 105.41%. From the current ratio in 2021, which was 82.38%. However, the company current ratio increased because the company total liabilities increased in 2022 and 2023. Subsequently, Gamuda Berhad company began to recover from the full current asset in 2021, then increased by 105.41% unexpectedly in 2023 until the current ratio increased by 105.41% that years. It's very important to all companies because the correlation can help in the conducting an analysis of the immediate payment capacity of the Syarikat Gamuda Berhad. From the graph, we can see our from the starting 3 years, starting from the 2021 to 2023, the company liquidity position has improved. As evident by the ratio reading in the graph displayed, however, the repeat and low ratio in 2021 was due to COVID-19 pandemic. While in the 2022, the company had an increase again, but by 2023, the company began to decline again due to the economic downturns that occurred. Therefore, based on this flowchart, we can conclude that the company need to improve further in order to be able to make the company again. The company will become better in the future and the company is able to meet in short-term liabilities with the liquid asset, but the company still need to focus more on the improving its liquid result or reducing short-term liabilities to achieve a better financial balance.
Next, we will be discussing regarding the activity ratio, which is a key financial metric that help assess a company's operational efficiency. So it includes average collection period (ACP), inventory turnover (ITO), fixed asset turnover (FATO), and also total asset turnover (TATO). So these metrics are important as they give us insights into how well a company manages its resources to generate sales and maintain financial health. So let's start with the average collection period or ACP. So this metric tells us how long it takes a company to collect payments after making a credit sale. A shorter ACP is ideal because it means that a quicker cash flow, helping the company meet financial obligations more easily. So for Gamuda Berhad, the ACP fluctuated over the past few years. In 2021, it was 138 days, indicating a moderate collection time. In 2022, it increased to 171 days, which might suggest some challenges in collecting receivables for that year. But in 2023, Gamuda made significant improvements, dropping the ACP to just 63 days. This sharp decline shows that Gamuda has optimized its collection process, improving liquidity and making more cash available for operations and future growth. Next, we have inventory turnover or ITO. This metric measures how effectively a company uses its inventory to generate sales. A high ITO means efficient inventory management, which products sold quickly and restock regularly. So Gamuda's ITO has shown strong growth. In 2021, it was 1,276 times, showing solid turnover. In 2022, it increased to 1,794 times, reflecting improvements in inventory management. The most impressive change came in 2023 when the ITO skyrocketed to 4,082 times, indicating Gamuda's success in optimizing inventory levels and significantly improving operational efficiency. This high turnover reflects strong demand for Gamuda's products and helps minimize holding costs. So let's move on to fixed asset turnover or FATO. This ratio shows how well a company uses its fixed asset like plants and equipment to generate revenue. So a higher FATO is better because it means the company is getting more sales per ringgit invested in its asset. So in 2021, Gamuda's FATO was 14 times, indicating strong revenue generation from its asset. However, in 2022, it dropped to 9 times only, suggesting some challenges in asset utilization. Fortunately, in 2023, Gamuda rebounded with a FATO of 12 times, showing an improvement in asset management and better ability to generate revenue from its fixed assets. So this recovery highlights Gamuda's efforts to improve its asset utilization and operational efficiency. Finally, let's talk about total asset turnover or TATO. This metric measures how effectively a company uses all its assets to generate sale. So a higher TATO indicates a better efficiency in utilizing resources. So Gamuda's TATO showed notable fluctuations. In 2021, it was 0.18 times, meaning relatively low revenue from total asset. In 2022, it decreased slightly to 0.15 times, pointing to further inefficiencies. However, in 2023, Gamuda made a significant turnaround with the TATO rising up to 0.35 times. So this improvement shows a better management of total asset, driving more revenue and positioning the company for growth and profitability in the future. So in summary, these four metrics of the activity ratio, ACP, ITO, FATO, and TATO offer a clear picture of a company's operational effectiveness. Gamuda's improvement in these areas over the past few years shows its strong focus on optimizing cash flow, inventory, and asset utilization. So this not only strengthens the company's financial health but also support its future growth and profitability.
Leverage ratios evaluate a company's use of debt to finance investment and associated financial risks. One key leverage ratio is the debt ratio that shows how much a company's overall funding comes from creditors for its operations and investment. In 2021, the total debt was 3.72 billion and total assets amounted to 10.86 billion, resulting in a debt ratio of 34%. Considering that debt accounted for 34% of the company's assets, this indicates relatively low leverage. By 2022, total debt increased to 4.41 billion, with total assets rising to 11.95 billion. Pushing the debt ratio up to 37%, a significant rise in financial risk is reflected in this slight increase. In 2023, total debt further grew to 6.01 billion and total assets reached to 14.67 billion, resulting in a debt ratio of 41%. It shows a rising trend in leverage, indicating that the company is depending on a greater amount on debt to fund its operations and expansion. Next, we will focus on the long-term debt ratio that measures the percentage of capital contributed by long-term creditors according to proportion to honest equity in the capital structure of the company. In 2021, the long-term debt stood at 1.85 billion with total equity of 7.14 billion. The ratio was 26%, showing that creditors provided around 26% of the capital as compared to honest. This low ratio indicates a cautious capital structure with less reliance on long-term debt, implying a low financial risk. In 2022, the long-term debt decreased to 1.15 billion, while total equity increased to 7.54 billion, reducing the ratio to 15%. This further reduces financial risk and suggests a high reliance on external long-term funding. However, by 2023, long-term debt increased significantly to 3.04 billion, while total equity reaching 8.65 billion, raising the ratio to 35%. Despite this increase, it emphasized the importance of good debt management for the purpose of avoiding future financial risks. Lastly, let's take a deeper look at the times interest earn ratio that measures Gamuda Berhad's ability to meet its interest obligations. In 2021, the company's earnings before interest and taxes were 1.14 billion, with interest expenses amounting to 120.64 million, resulting in a TAR ratio of 9.47 times. This high ratio indicates that Gamuda's earnings were significantly higher than its interest liabilities. Moving on to 2022, EBIT dropped to 603.55 million and interest expenses were slightly lower at 102.22 million, reducing the TAR ratio to 5.90 times. Although the ratio decreased, it still reflects a reasonable ability to meet interest payments. However, in 2023, EBIT increased significantly to 2.19 billion, while interest expenses declined to 100.50 million, boosting the TAR ratio to 21.76 times. This significant improvement signifies a solid profit recovery.
Next, profitability ratio. Profitability ratio measures the combined effect of equity, asset management and debt management on overall operating result of the firm. It's related to the firm's ability to satisfy the firm goal maximize the owner well, to attract new capital and to grow over time. High cost ratio results are often more favorable, but ratio provide much more information when compared to results of similar companies. The company on historical performance or the industry average. This ratio represents the result of the company. Profitability represents final performance of a company, how profitable the company is. It also represents how profitable owner fund has been utilized in the company. JPM is calculated by dividing the cost of gross profit by the total revenue. This ratio examines how effectively a business manages the cost of inventory and product production, and then pass that cost on to its consumer. The corporation benefit from higher gross profit margin. The table shows that Gamuda Berhad JPM for all 3 years consecutive show good ratio performance from 2021 to 2023. It is shown that the company JPM was ability control of goods sold relative to its sale revenue. In 2021, gross profit margin for Gamuda Berhad is 57% higher compared to the years after. After that, 2022, gross profit margin of Gamuda Berhad to lowest 35%, and then 2023 highest 43%. We can say that Gamuda Berhad in 2021 is the highest percentage ratio, which is 57%. Net profit margin. Different profit margin are used to measure a company profitability at various cost level, including gross margin, operating margin, and net profit margin. The margin of additional costs are taken into consideration, such as the cost of goods sold (COGS), operating expenses, and tax. The net profit margin is a company's ability to generate earnings after all expenses and tax. The table below shows of the net profit margin of Gamuda Berhad. Next, a good margin will vary considerable by industry, but as a rule of thumb, a 39% net profit margin is considered average, a 31% is considered 51%, and a 31% margin is low. Again, these guidelines vary greatly by industry and company size and can be impacted by a variety of other factors. From table, we can see that Gamuda Berhad showed a decreased margin from the year 2021 to 2022, which is 20%, and increase for 39% from the year 2023. We can say that Gamuda Berhad are actually showing average profit margin, indicating that the business is exercising good cost control. Also, Gamuda Berhad clearly show that they are steady growing. Return on asset (ROA). Profitability is assessed relative to costs and expenses and analyzed in comparison to asset to see how effective a company is deploying asset to generate sales and profit. The use of the term return in the ROA ratio customarily refer to net profit or net income, the value of earning from sale after all costs, expenses and tax. EOA is net income divided by total asset. The more asset a company has amassed, the more sale and potential profit the company may generate. As economics of scale help lower costs and improve margin, return may grow at a faster rate than asset. Gamuda Berhad in 2023 show an increase in its ROA from 9% to 40%, and that show which decreased in 2022 falling to 5%. This increasing ROA indicate that the company is productivity of asset in producing revenue and the firm ability to control costs in its operation. Also, in 2023, Gamuda Berhad show a highest percentage of ROA, which is 40%. We will say that 2023 is better in of ROA as they are consistently increasing and growing. Return on equity. ROE is a key ratio for shareholder as it measures a company's ability to earn a return on its equity investment. ROE is net income divided by total equity. ROE may increase without additional equity investment as the ratio can reach due to highest net income due to a largest asset base funded with them. The table show in 2021, Gamuda Berhad show where the ROE decreasing from 40% to 8% increase in 2023, which is 23%. Gamuda Berhad ROE is a measure of efficiency. When it's reached, it suggests that a company is increasing its profit generation without needing as much capital. This also indicates how well a company management deploy shareholder capital.
To conclude, the financial study of Gamuda Berhad from 2021 to 2023 demonstrates significant improvement in key financial aspects. First, the company has shown increased financial stability with consistent improvement in liquidity ratios, such as the current ratio and quick ratio, reflecting its enhanced ability to manage short-term obligation effectively. In terms of profitability, there has been a marked increase in key indicators including the gross profit margin, net profit margin, return on assets, and return on equity. Operational efficiency has also improved, as seen in the activity ratio, specifically the average collection period and inventory turnover, indicating more effective internal processes. While leverage ratios have been trending upward, Gamuda has successfully managed financial risk through strategic debt management, which is crucial to maintaining financial stability in the long run. Gamuda Berhad must focus on enhancing cost control and cash flow management.